unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxing Ego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. You know we had to do a remix. We unpack. Coming to you live. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Paulie Malignaggi lies on Devin Haney. Now, I made one video about it. Check out that introduction video. But this is Unpacked, my original series, where I just go in more detail, take my time, and, really finesse and break the content down. And in this video, by the video's end, you will find the lie. I'll help you spot the lie. Now, I got this quick PSA. I've been doing this before it was fashionable. In fact, I influenced the whole game of boxing in the digital space. Before, like when I first started, there were no one doing podcasts and in boxing, in the boxing realm, right? So, I made this look good. I made this look pretty. And now you have an influx of that. Everyone has their own podcast now. People are doing YouTube channels, doing, daily sound bites and stuff of the news. And I'm the best in the business. One thing I don't do when I give my opinion, but I don't lie on people. I don't purposefully misdirect and in a mischievous way misinform. And what Paulie Malignaggi did was just that. He made a statement like about Lomachenko and Devin Haney, and it was pure hate, or he hasn't informed himself or whatever the case is. But if you're qualified to get on the mic and say certain things, then I also believe you have to know where you're coming from and make sure what you're saying makes sense. So without further ado, let's listen to what Paulie Malignaggi first had to say, and then we unpack. I'm going to unpack it for you. So on his show with Roy Jones Jr., sometimes they have other people like Tarver and one of my favorite fighters, Juan Manuel Marquez. This is what he had to say regarding Devin Haney and Lomachenko. Roll the clip.
Hey, and
you know what? I'm telling you, the shark that's waiting for Haney is Lomachenko. That's the shark waiting for Haney. But I don't think he's going to fight Lomachenko.
Wait a minute. Nuh-uh, don't y'all do that. Don't y'all do that.
Overlook Cambosos?
Shakur just got stripped of his title because he can no longer make junior lightweight.
I'm going to look at my crystal ball, Roy. I'm going to look at my crystal ball, and I think Top Rank is saving Shakur to beat Lomachenko after Lomachenko takes Haney's titles. That's my crystal ball.
Okay.
But I don't see Haney cooperating. It's his last fight on Top Rank deal. He's like, man, I ain't leaving you guys with the belt. I'm going to vacate them and make my third fight on the Top Rank deal at 140 pounds, and you guys got to go clean up all those titles. But I got to say it. That's the white boy that would have beat you, Lomachenko.
So you heard it from Paulie Malignaggi. He stated, I guess, his opinion, and he basically said that Devin Haney will get beat by Lomachenko, but he won't get beat by Lomachenko because he says Devin Haney basically will duck Lomachenko. And he says, I don't think he'll do it. I mean, you guys heard it, but just to paraphrase, he says, I don't think Devin Haney would take the Lomachenko fight. He would opt not to fight Lomachenko and instead move to 140, and he would elect to scatter the belts and move to 140 and not let Top Rank have the belts because Lomachenko would beat him. And then he said, hey, that's the white boy that would have beat you. Now, this all stems from comments made from Devin Haney. Devin Haney, he went the Bernard Hopkins, Jermaine Taylor route. And a couple years ago, he made a statement, I'll never lose to a white boy. For whatever reason, he said that, whether he's paying homage to B-Hop and Jermaine Taylor, like an ode to what they said or whatever. He said it. The WBC was like, oh, why'd you say that? You need to apologize, which I believe he did apologize, things like that. But it seems like that statement has really resonated with Paulie Malignaggi for some reason, to the point where he's still bringing that up. Like, he could have easily said on this podcast, Lomachenko will beat you. But he's letting you know that he remembered from years ago this Devin Haney statement where when he was talking about Lomachenko, he said he's not going to lose to a white boy. And he had to re-bring this up and rehash this whole situation from years ago, again, as opposed to just saying, hey, Lomachenko will whoop you, Lomachenko will beat you. But then the part that really trips me out, outside of that, is the fact that Paulie Malignaggi is insinuating that Devin Haney is going to duck the fight with Lomachenko. Now, we unpack. I'm the best in the business, but y'all already knew that. So, for so many reasons, this sounds stupid and it sounds foolish. For one, this recording of Paulie Malignaggi, he didn't even wait to see the outcome of Devin Haney versus Kambosos Jr. Part 2 before he made any of these comments. This was recorded and released prior to the fight happening, which just happened over the weekend, right? So me personally, before I start saying Loma will whoop you and stuff, I probably would have just waited since we were so close to the Devin Haney Kambosos fight. And here's another thing. In this same episode, he basically says that he thinks the Devin Haney Kambosos will be a repeat of the first fight. So you're leaning towards Devin to beat Kambosos, but you didn't wait for it to happen, right? And then you're suggesting that Devin Haney's ducking or would duck to move to 140 instead of fighting Kambosos. But if you actually would have waited, Devin Haney, he had an interview or a post-fight interview or whatnot after he beat Kambosos a second time in Australia. And Devin Haney said that he's going to talk with his team and see what the best move is. He says he does have to make sacrifices. I'm just paraphrasing. You guys can go watch the post-fight interview. He says he has to make sacrifices to make 135, but he's going to stay there and, do a fight at 135. And he said, I think he even said, most likely my next fight will be at 135 still, because there's a lot of money fights there for me still, right? There's a lot of big fights. And now that he's clean house and, showed that he's better than Kambosos twice now, and he beat him in a different way. So many things to say about the Devin Haney hate, because Devin Haney is really a model citizen in boxing. He's a man on a mission. He says what he's going to do, and then he does it. So I can't speak for Paulie Malignaggi or other people, but for me, I tend to give people the respect of, if you show this is your character in a good way, then I'm gonna take it at face value. Devin Haney, as I just mentioned, he's really been a model citizen. He said, I want big fights. I'll fight former champion Jorge Linares, who dropped Lomachenko, by the way, who Paulie Malignaggi loves so much, right? Devin Haney fought Jorge Linares. Not only did he fight him, he beat him virtually every round. And I know people bring up the 10-second where Devin Haney got clipped with a combination. It was a nice shot. But Loma it's funny that people made such a big deal about Devin Haney getting hurt or buzzed or rocked or whatever with that shot from Linares, but he stumbled to the corner and then he, sat down, half a round elapsed, and then he was back to boxing, and beating Linares, most importantly. Versus Lomachenko, he was in a fight where he was arguably losing up until the point where Lomachenko stopped Linares, and he got dropped and put on his butt on the canvas by Linares, a two-time gold medalist that gets dropped by a guy like Linares, you know what I mean? But then Devin Haney pretty much shut him out at age 20-something. Then Devin Haney fought Jojo Diaz. Jojo was supposed to fight Ryan Garcia, didn't work out. Ryan pulled out per usual, and the rest is history. Devin Haney said, nah, we can get that fight then. If it no longer worked, we'll give you the same money that you were going to make with Ryan Garcia. And again, I'm just rehashing the past. You guys should really scan the QR code for videos like this so you can learn about boxing. You can listen to me, you can listen to Paulie Malignaggi, but everything I'm saying adds up, unlike Paulie Malignaggi in this instance. So to suggest Devin Haney is ducking Lomachenko, let's just jump right into it. Roll the clip.
You are now the mandatory challenger for Vasily Lomachenko's 135-pound title. Do you believe at 20 years old you're ready for that type of challenge?
I think you said his name wrong. It's Lomachenko because he doesn't want to fight me. But it's I feel like I'm ready for the fight. This is the WBC mandatory. So Lomachenko, come on, man, let's get this fight going.
A lot of guys have said they want Lomachenko. You're the next on that list.
Lomachenko.
My mistake. A lot of guys say they want him. What makes you believe that at this stage of your career you're ready for that type of fight?
Like I said, Abdullaev was the number 2, mandatory. I went in there, I destroyed him. He was no contest for me. If I'm so easy, Lomachenko should just fight me and get me out the way.
Boom. So you guys heard it from Devin Haney himself. And Devin Haney, he was probably like 20, 21 at this point. And you even heard the DAZN host. He said, what makes you think you're ready? And then with pure confidence, Devin Haney's like, oh, I fought the number 2 dude to earn my spot. I destroyed him. He was no contest for me. I want Lomachenko. And so he was even like taunting Lomachenko with the play on words and calling him Lomachenko, right? So he's taunting a 2-time gold medalist, pure confidence, yet let Paulie Malignaggi tell it. He thinks that Devin Haney somehow is or will, before he fought Kambosos too, before you've seen the outcome, he says, I'm going to look at my crystal ball, and he's saying that Devin Haney will move to 140, which is not what he said post-fight if Paulie would have waited. And, he just made that whole scenario up. And here's the thing. On my channel, I always give you guys the actual factuals. The actual factual is you had a 21-year-old young Devin Haney who was the mandatory. They just said it. I'd let you hear it. And he was pressing for the fight. Whether you thought that Devin Haney could beat Lomachenko or not, the obligation remains with Lomachenko to shut this kid up. He should have, Devin Haney was 20. He hadn't fought Linares at this point. He hadn't fought JoJo or the undisputed fight with Kambosos 1 and 2. It don't matter what your opinion is, because some people said Mike Tyson wasn't ready for Trevor Berbick. And at age 20, he was ready and he beat Trevor Berbick. So I don't care in situations like that. I don't care what someone says, show me, right? Some people probably thought that Mayweather wasn't ready for Gennaro Hernandez at the time, and he was being rushed. Some people said Mayweather was crazy to fight a knockout artist in Diego Corrales, and he did it. And he not only did he do it, he dropped him like 4 times, and rest in peace to Chico, but, he beat him easy. So, again, I'm not interested in somebody's prediction. Let me see it. Devin was pressing on the gas. He was calling him Lomachenko, and he was the mandatory. And Team Lomachenko petitioned to the WBC, the World Boxing Council, Mauricio Suleiman, to become a franchise champion just like Canelo Alvarez. Paulie didn't bring any of this up, but this is actual history, and you can Google it. You can check my old YouTube videos and look at the dates and the timestamps. It all matches up. So if Lomachenko was so about it, and Devin was so scary, as Paulie is suggesting, then why was Devin calling out at age 20, calling Lomachenko out? And again, Lomachenko didn't meet that. Like, it's like someone saying, hey, I challenge you to a duel. I mean, it's your obligation to see them head up. And that's not what Lomachenko decided to do. So you can't blame Devin Haney for that. Now, more recently, Devin Haney did an interview with Max Kellerman, and guess what? This is what he had to say. Roll the clip.
There are some huge names in and around the lightweight division, right? There's Tank Davis. There's Vasily Lomachenko. There's, at 130 pounds, your good buddy Shakur Stevenson, who could easily jump up to 35. Who are you most interested in?
I like a fight with Loma. I think Loma is someone who the world will give me my credit, my just due for. Obviously, a Tank Davis fight, and those are the two names that's on my hit list for sure.
Damn, you're behind. So once again, that was from a Max Kellerman sit-down interview on ESPN 4 months ago. So the first clip was some years ago when Devin was 20. He's probably like 23 now, 24, whatever age he is now, right? He called out Lomachenko. He said, I'm ready. Then he was saying he was ready for him, and he was calling him Lomachenko. Loma didn't see him. Instead, he ran the other way and said, make me the franchise champion like Canelo, and is exactly how Canelo got out of having to fight Jermall Charlo at 160. So Paulie Malignaggi's whole theory doesn't really sound realistic. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Will Paulie Malignaggi issue an apology if Top Rank and ESPN make Devin Haney and Lomachenko? Because I never once thought, like, if you listen to Bob Arum and everything, I want Lomachenko and the winner versus Kambosos and Devin Haney. Like, if you listen to how it's been playing out, Bob Arum is making it sound like quiet as kept, Loma was going to get the winner. So this whole radical, that white boy will beat you commentary from Paulie Malignaggi, you got to do better. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'm the best in the world. We unpack. Let me know how I did in this video. I don't know what kind of acts that Paulie has to grind with certain people, but, this whole shoe doesn't fit on Devin Haney. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know how I did. We unpack. If you like videos like this, scan the QR code, best in the world. You did, and I'm out. A lot of people ask me what I use to create content. Things like YouTube thumbnails that generate thousands of views. For the first time ever, the cat is out of the bag. I use Canva Pro. But Canva Pro is so much more than a YouTube thumbnail maker. Use Canva Pro to curate content for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Instagram Stories, and a whole lot more. Flyers, flowcharts, you name it, with Canva Pro. Click the affiliate link in the description to get Canva Pro. Many features, elements available to you. Take your brand to the next level. Invest in yourself. It takes money to make money. So sign up for Canva Pro today. Happy creations. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with a $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.